Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality gaze. Let's love.
Okay. Could this use of, I think, the biggest waste of money or the biggest misuse of money I've ever seen is perhaps spending money on a choreographed Brazilian dance for this wedding, which neither of them really did.
Well, I think we just didn't really see it. If they
Maybe.
did it, I don't think it's a waste at all. I think it's a way she wanted to add in her culture.
But I agree, but it looked like they made up shit.
It didn't look like what he was practicing. It was very confusing.
But I think probably what the choreographer came up with was complicated. And which is not
She
great.
can dance. She can dance, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't specific.
He cannot.
No, but it wasn't specific. And I think of all the things
I thought we were going to see it.
But let me say was this. Of everything they could have put in their wedding that was Brazilian, this would have been the diciest because he can't dance.
No, but if they had executed it better, I think it would have been worth it. But
he can't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Anything.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if they started the dance. Don't talk about it and then not show us them doing the dance.
Terrible storytelling.
It's not.
That's
sorry.
the problem.
I gotta fix this right now. It's been bothering me the whole time. Y'all, I'm going in front of the camera. If you're in the intimate portrait, Poodle just...
What are you doing?
Who uses a pair of scissors like this, and then when you're done with them, you just set them down open, so that way they can just shred and cut someone. You learned this in kindergarten.
Okay.
To shut the fucking, close the fucking scissors. No, you can't touch them because you're dangerous. I've been looking at this whole time, and I'm like, that's going to leave a hole in his chair.
No,
that's
it's
gonna leave
not
a hole
going
in
to.
his chair.
You're
Someone
so,
could have sat in it.
You are so OCD that you can't handle that.
Is safety OCD? Tell me that. Is it?
Y'all, this is reality gaze.
This is reality
I need
gaze.
to stop this.
I'm saving lives. God.
I wouldn't sit down
What
on a
would
pair
your
of scissors.
mother say with just open scissors sitting on a fabric chair?
But it's not going to. It's not going to hurt the
Why
fabric.
can't you just shut them?
I
put them down?
I cut off some tags early this morning.
But everybody knows when you finish with scissors, you close them.
This is absurd.
No, you're absurd for just. It's actually harder.
I live alone.
Yes, we get it. It's harder actually.
You can't get over
it's
this.
It's actually harder to open scissors and put them down.
They weren't. They were like this. They were like this. They were like this.
They were not. I saw them. They were
were
spread eagle the way you look on a Saturday night. So it's actually you have to spread your hand.
If you're
set them down.
If you're on the intimate portrait, my legs are around your shoulders
and
right now.
You're getting cut with scissors right now. You just shut them in. Oh, that's so easy to put. Golly. Jesus.
It's a good thing you don't date me. So you
never
have to deal with it.
Two bottoms don't make a night.
This is the end.
This is the end, my friend.
It's the end, but it's the beginning of our new fall tour, the Double It Tour.
The Double It Tour.
It's coming again. We're going to announce dates on next week's show.
The 15th, Monday is, and that's when it'll go out anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll announce tour dates on Monday.
With a Patreon pre-sale on
Patreon
Wednesday.
pre-sale on Wednesday, the 17th, and the general on sale on Friday, the 19th.
The 19th.
I'm going to hit my leg another time.
Sure. And then it's a big week. And then on the 18th, I'm going to be at the Improv in Hollywood with Sean Pulaski and Vicky Barbalak from our collab. And other comedians doing social media meltdowns. Get your tickets to that. It's $15, y'all. There you go. I'll put a link to
Drink
it.
minimum?
I'll put a link to it actually on our link tree. So you can just go to
drink
our,
minimum?
It's,
Food
no
minimum?
idea. I'm just showing up. I don't know.
I'm saying that because they say $15 admission, but by the time you leave, if it's a food and drink minimum, you're paying $50.
Yeah. I mean, possibly. I don't know.
That's the comedy club racket.
That's probably it. Probably is like that. Yeah, it's just the way it is.
I just skewered you.
No, I don't care. That's what.
I'm
Welcome
saying,
to going to a
I'm
comedy
saying
club.
if sissies want to go, they should be aware because
okay.
people get pissed off. You should know that. Saying 2 drink and food minimum, because if I don't know
I'm
that,
worth 2 drinks. You can come.
You should have 2 drinks before you see her.
Probably that
Definitely.
too. Probably that too.
Also, we talked about 90 Day Fiancé UK and Lilu coming back and Smothered coming back next week. On the last season.
And
last show.
stay tuned because at the beginning of when we come back from a commercial of this episode,
Ooh!
we're going to have another edition of Poodle's Broadway Corner, which is good.
Some people can get a thrill
I'll need
knitting sweaters and paying bills.
I will need a nap by then anyway, so it's perfect. Just going to lounge
I've got
out.
a lot to talk about.
Great.
I have
I can't
so
wait.
many.
I'm
Thank you.
thrilled.
Thank you for the hundreds of people who reached out begging for this.
It was 10. Maybe
but
I'll give
they
you
are
11.
very, very fervent.
Very, very fervent. I'll give you maybe 11.
Anyway.
Let's
Another
do this.
episode of Poodle's Broadway Corner coming
Y'all,
up.
let's wrap this show up.
So I went off, and I'm not going to go off about why I thought season 9 was a disappointment. But if
No,
you
we
didn't-
talked about
if
it,
you
yeah.
didn't listen to the first show, and I think this first couple, Patrick and Thaís, suffered from probably the worst of a stakes problem. Because I get it that she didn't tell her parents don't tell her father she was getting married. But then after a while, it was kind of like we all knew she was going to marry him. But they kept trying to artificially elevate the stakes by her saying, I'm still not sure.
Or the fake going on the plane when they went to Orlando. That was shitty.
But that's what I'm saying. It's this story suffered because either production or editing tried to raise the stakes.
Yes.
But we could see through it. That's why, and you guys, any bit of inauthenticity will taints everything. So we start to label the whole thing fake, unfortunately.
Love a good taint.
Yeah.
Love a good taint.
But you understand what I'm saying?
No, and it really, I think it boils down to, I don't think Patrick is that interesting.
I 100% agree.
But I mean,
John is much more interesting.
Maybe in real life, but for television purposes, I don't think Patrick, and honestly, I don't think that Thaís.
She's not.
Are that? I thought they were going to get probably like a fiery woman.
The more stereotypical Brazilian woman that we've had before.
And I thought we were gonna get the really stupid meathead who makes dumb mistakes all the time.
And he really didn't do that.
He's not, because he cares about her quite a bit, and he does a lot for her.
Right.
And he's for the most part pretty reasonable. Like, again, at the end of the thing, she's like, I know sometimes he can be controlling. I'm like, he's not controlling. Bilal is controlling.
Yeah.
And as Poodle said in the last episode, we see it till the end. Till the end.
I will say, that wedding, my jaw dropped at the end. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
What a fucking piece of shit. Woo!
You know, though, we'll talk a little bit why that story suffered as well.
Okay.
But this is the last thing we need to hear is there's going to be no blessing from the father.
No blessing,
No
for the
blessing from the
father.
father.
No, not at all.
But he does say, "You are far away." They're still talking with the father on Skype. How will I feel okay when you're so far away? And she finally says, she doesn't say this in her. She says this in the moment. She's like, "I'm an adult," which we had not heard her say.
No.
I wish she had told her father, it doesn't matter that you're far away because I'm an adult. I am 25 years old.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, you guys. I know we say that's still young. It's not like she's Evelyn and David, and Evelyn getting married at 18.
Yeah.
She's 25 years old.
She's 25
and
years
I know
old.
she seems younger, but come on.
She grown. She's a quarter of a century old.
Yeah.
So, and also too,
If she's
needs to
too
work
young,
on
she
that.
needs to grow up.
Yeah, that father like saw Sunset Boulevard too much because everything's up here. You will marry someone from your own country, Thaís.
With a
Look
face.
at my nose. Look at my nose.
Yes. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Mr. DeMille.
It is very
I don't-
Sunset Boulevard.
I haven't seen you too much, Patrick. Let me flare my nose.
Very glorious Swanson. It's the pictures that got small.
Not the dicks.
That is a very gay reference.
Yeah. Shot, really?
Fabulous film.
Never seen it.
You're kidding.
I have seen that. I have seen that movie.
Not a great musical.
Sadly,
There's about 4 great songs, and they're all hers.
Sadly, I saw that too.
Really?
I saw that musical.
I've never seen it. I've only heard it.
I saw it with, what is the woman's name who sings Downtown?
Petula Clark?
I saw it with Petula Clark. I will say, she sang the shit out of it.
I would imagine.
Downtown. She
Again,
sang the shit out of it.
Way overshooting the key.
I like going downtown. That song does. When you listen to that song,
When you're alone and life is treating you lonely, you can always go downtown. Oh, it's a great song.
it just makes you happy, doesn't
Yes.
it? It just does.
I think a lot of late 60s, 70s songs, British songs make me happy that way.
I agree with that. I agree.
Yeah.
We're gay. Just checking. Anyway, you've never seen it? You wouldn't go see the musical?
It's never been around when I've seen it.
The spectacle is pretty beautiful of it, like to see the staircase and
I'm
everything.
sure, but I'm saying that's why it's not produced a lot.
Because it's so expensive. Yeah, and it's not really on tour anymore because
Nope.
no one wants to see
Nope.
it really anymore.
Nope. It's also not really regarded as a great score by Lloyd Webber.
No, you can't really do
There's-
that in a community theater.
No.
with a
You need a
staircase
star.
that
You need a Norma Desmond.
Well, I mean, but you have a star, but they've got to build that fucking staircase.
You got to have the staircase. We have to move on.
Okay,
Even
what?
I think this is about Broadway, and I think this is gay. Like, this is too much for me. That means I know we've lost. When it's too much for me, we've lost 90% of our listeners. When even I'm saying I don't want to talk about Broadway anymore.
Wow.
Or divas.
That's a lot then.
Yeah. We got to
So
move on.
y'all, they're moving on.
The father basically says, I have doubts. It's her decision, so it's fine. And Thaís says to Patrick, thank you for your patience and politeness with my father.
Yeah.
That really meant a lot. And she even says, I'm not a little girl, and he has to accept that. I'm an adult, and I still want to get married to you.
I'm not a girl, don't tell me what to believe.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay. Thank you. All I need is time, a moment that is mine. Also overshooting that.
Yeah, that was pretty odd.
Yeah. It's close to hers. All I need.
Oh, we can't get keys.
Sorry.
We can't match keys.
Sorry. So. The wedding is the next day. We're so all over the place today. It's wedding day. I wrote down.
Where are my notes? Okay.
Everyone has the same wedding font, that kind of live, laugh, love, kind
Yeah.
of loopy font. Everyone has that nowadays.
And they're
what
all-
if someone's wedding font was Comic Sans?
I'm sure it has been, but it wasn't at the Bramble Tree Estate.
But I'm saying everyone in the last couple of years, when you see wedding pictures, it's vaguely the same kind of loopy
I think we would
font.
see a Comic Sans type of font at a Love After Lockup wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's something about that it's very live, laugh, love that everyone does, that every wedding designer says, "Love, what about this font?" And everyone goes, "Yeah, that's the one we want." It's very farmhouse chic. It's
Yes.
very word art.
Yes, so
I would reject it.
It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't mind a couple of. I get it because what it is, it's like they're trying to combine masculine and feminine.
They are.
in fonts, but
That's outdated.
that's out. So, what was I going to say? That man.
Sorry, I had a problem with the fact that every wedding
Oh, I remember now.
every wedding word or sign feels like it's in the same family.
I just love the names of all these places. They got married at the Bramble Tree Estate.
Yeah.
And then I wrote down, is it not, who was it? Did I not? It's where, did I not write down where Emily and Kobe got married? They got married at like a place with a fun. They're always, all of them are called like Woods Hollow.
Yeah.
It's all these like, they don't mean anything. They're
No.
not like, and I thought, I
It's
want to know.
It's like names of subdivisions.
Yeah,
They don't mean anything.
I went, is there an actual bramble tree on this estate? What is a bramble tree?
No, the reason why people name these
No, I'm
things-
asking, what's a bramble tree?
Brambles are like briars, or like he's got brambles all over his ass.
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
But I'm saying it's all marketing. It's all how these things sound.
Yeah.
Don't you know that everything is fake?
It's true.
Everything in the world.
What would you
Don't
name-
make me go on a soapbox about
Okay.
how everything is fake.
What would you name your wedding venue?
The greased pole.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And there would be a lot of people invited.
No, or probably there would.
And if you were invited, you are going to be participating.
You're gonna be part of the ceremony. Yes. Yeah, a group ceremony. Not the defensive line, y'all.
No.
He's not a whore.
No. Be a lot of baptisms to happen.
Whoa. All right. This is getting Catholic-y or churchy and weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it looked pretty generic to
In the
me.
name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy shit, that feels good.
Oh God! Yes, I do. I'm done. Ceremony's over.
Everybody can leave, please. We got to grease the pole again.
I'll be ready again in like 30 minutes. Am I got a Gatorade? Someone order a pizza from when we're done, please. We're gonna be hungry.
You know what? I had pizza last night at a friend's house. They made pizza, and
They made it.
And I went, this is homemade pizza. I was like, this is really good. And then it was pepperoni, and we ate it. It was DiGiorno. It was really good. I was shocked.
DiGiorno?
It was decent.
Okay. Why would you make pizza? Why would you have people over?
You know, I shouldn't have brought this up.
No. We need to clarify here. Let me set this up. He was
If
over.
you're watching the intimate portrait, I wish you could see his face.
Pizza's no joking matter. He was over at a place, and he bought frozen DiGiorno pizza or
Yes.
DiGiorno pizza.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Here are the reasons why you eat DiGiorno frozen pizza. It's just you and there's no one else in the house. You are so tired and your kids won't shut the fuck up. And you want something to shove in their mouths. and you forgot to buy good pizza for them, and you don't want it to get delivery. A third reason may be you're so sad, and it's the only thing in the house that will ever fill your sadness. You do not invite people over for company and make a DiGiorno pizza. A frozen fucking pizza. Have it delivered. Come on.
I'm sorry.
No. I hope everyone is as incensed as if someone invites me over and makes me frozen fucking pizza. No.
We have to move on.
I thought you said you were making it. You were making your own.
No. They just served it. It's kind of burnt on the bottom, though, so it had a good crispiness to it.
I'm just saying, if you're inviting people over, a frozen pizza is not company food.
They served it with ranch dressing in a bottle.
Of course they did. I'm saying they need to do better. You knew this would wind me up.
I didn't until I said it, and then I regretted it.
They need to do better. I think I would have to stop on the way home and get something to eat. I would be so annoyed. And it's not that DiGiorno is awful. That's the thing. It's just what you serve at company.
Oh, okay.
I think, too...
No, we got to move on.
If someone's over and, like, it's very impromptu, and it's like, what the fuck ever, come over, I've got a frozen pizza, fine. But if you invite several people over and it's a thing that then people are invited and you say, what's good? Oh, no, I've got a DiGiorno in the freezer.
They also ran out of ice.
Fuck that. Move on.
I had to order it on Drizzly so I could have a drink.
But you did not order a pizza. I would have just left. I would have just left and went to another party. I would have said, this is not suitable for me tonight.
Is not suitable
I've just got to be honest.
Just got to be honest. Where are we?
We have to move on. Come at me. I need to know if you are as appalled as I am about this.
So sorry.
Sorry. I'll need to move on. I have to process that. The idea of inviting 4 or 5 people over and saying, yeah, I'm going to put in a frozen pizza. Sounds delicious. And I know this friend. He does not live in poverty.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to mention that the next time I see him.
It was good.
But to be honest, it's not like any pizza you order.
No.
Come on.
Come
on.
It's like Domino's good.
No, it's not. Even come on. There's no frozen pizza that's really good.
Okay, we got it.
Now Amy's isn't bad.
No. This is going to cut in your Broadway corner.
Fine. You shouldn't have brought it up. Y'all just fast forward this pizza rant. I'm sorry, but I can't get over it. You have terrible taste.
They're at the Bramble Tree Estate.
Yes. And John and Wagner. I almost said Wagner. John and Wagner are there.
Yes. The wonderfully anti-Semitic composer.
Yes.
Yeah. John and
wonderfully anti-Semitic.
Yes. Wonderfully anti-Semitic.
But they're basically saying that they're like, are you ready? Blah, blah, blah. And ask him, did you get the permission from the father? Blah, blah, blah. And
he's like, nope, we didn't really get it. He's like, what?
What are you going to do with that? And I will say, and John says, her father hated my brother. I just really
it was my
like
father hated my brother.
My father hated my brother. And John does say,
long road.
I have my doubts. And this is the thing, y'all. When John talks about Patrick, he almost always gets emotional.
He does.
He is like your Irish Catholic grandmother.
He is.
Every time.
He is.
And it's one of the most endearing qualities.
It is.
Him.
It is endearing.
So, because you can tell he loves his brother very much. They have Monica, the wedding planner, who came over right from her Breakfast Club tribute show. With that She was playing.
Yeah.
She was playing the Ali Sheedy character.
Yeah.
In a,
I get
in
that
a thing.
I get that.
And he's practicing his Brazilian choreography, and it just looks ridiculous.
He's a terrible dancer.
Yeah.
He's beyond terrible.
and
like really, really
like
bad.
I couldn't do that. I'm not a dancer either, classically trained, but I feel like even I could do better than that.
No, you couldn't. I couldn't either. We're not good dancers.
Okay,
We're not.
That's solved.
Sorry, we're not good dancers.
So her friends Kayla and Anaja.
You want pizza right now, don't you?
I want good pizza, not DiGiorno.
I gotta compose myself, y'all. We're gonna take a commercial and we'll be right back.
I'm going to take some time to get over this, and I'm not going to mention it the rest of the time. Pizza is something that's very important to me.
Let's eat a bit.
All right. You know what I just heard during the break? Not only did they have frozen DiGiorno pizza, they had onion dip that wasn't refrigerated.
It was the kind you get in Frito-Lay.
That's all I needed to say.
All right.
That is not company food.
I know the best way to distract you and take your mind. Let's finish Patrick and Thaís.
And then Broadway Corner.
And then you get to have Broadway
Yes!
Corner. All right.
I feel like a show that I would do would just
gotta-
be
go
me just talking about all the crazy shit. It would go from like Broadway to things like horrible disasters like the Hindenburg, then the Donner Party, then like what meal I can't wait to eat. Just out of control.
Out of control.
People, types of people I hate.
Yeah.
It would be so.
I'm sure you
And
would have
yours would just be you going, what was the name of that person?
What was that?
Just questions.
questions. Just questions.
All right, go. I just
Okay.
did a point at you and say go.
All right. So they're at their.
At Bramble
It's basically
Tree
the wedding.
Estates.
It's basically we're at the wedding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kayla and Anaja are there.
Anaja, the worst fucking friend.
Thank you for saying that.
The worst, because she's getting ready and she's saying, yeah, I still worry a little bit about, will you turn on timing? Mm-hmm. And then she says, well, yeah, I'm still a little worried that, my father didn't give his blessing. And Anaja was like, well, if my dad didn't give his blessing, I probably would postpone the wedding.
And I'm judging you for getting married.
And Kayla kind of like is like, she doesn't say it. But Kayla's like, fuck you, bitch. I hate my dad. I'd do it.
Honestly,
I'm like,
I think,
why say this here?
I think Kayla's trying to save the situation a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Anaja was kind of coached by producers to say that. That's part of the problem with their segments is everything felt like the stakes were artificially raised.
Yeah, I agree
and, with that. And it's interesting. With some hindsight, I can kind of see that.
No, she's not going to. This is what I wish 90 Day Fiancé would kind of. They've started to do this more and more just with 90 Day Fiancé. And they used to not do it as much in the beginning. It would be like there was a lead up like, are they going to marry them? Are they not? Are they not? But then once they decided to do it on the wedding day, they just kind of let us enjoy the wedding day.
They didn't do the BS of it.
And this whole buildup of, y'all, she's in her fucking wedding dress with her hair extensions and her makeup fucking done and a veil on.
Her whole long veil.
And they're like, literally.
Her body condoms on.
Yeah, they're like, so.
Is she going to do it?
Are you going to do I'm like, yes, they're going to fucking do it.
It's stupid.
Like Bilal, Shaeeda lives in the house and she's wearing that fucking wedding dress. All she has to do is walk down the stairs and they're like, are you going to do it? Stop it, 90 Day Fiancé.
Lives in the house.
It's like, stop it. Just fucking say, let us know the day before they decided to get married and we just get married and we see a wedding. Like, can't we have it back in the day of watching David's shitty friend who trolls him lock the keys in the house and they're running around? Like, that's the wedding drama we want.
And I think, and that was real. And so I would tell 90 Day producers, editors, trust your people. Trust your subjects.
Well, and if you don't trust your subjects, cast them better.
And that you know who I do, if anything else, I blame casting. I blame casting this season.
I do a little too, yeah.
Yeah, because to edit, you can only give what you're given. is everyone a little bit overzealous about storyboarding? And are we trying to raise the hikes? I think that casting person should be fired.
I do think Bilal probably gave better casting.
He did.
I think he fooled them because Bilal fools everyone.
Fooled me, Jerry.
You fooled me, Jerry. Is that from Tom and Jerry?
It's from Seinfeld, which you've never watched.
I have watched episodes of Seinfeld.
How many?
I've seen ones with Terry Hatcher. I saw that one.
There's one.
I saw that one.
Actually, there's one or two. When
The
she
Elaine
comes back.
Dance one.
Yeah.
The one where Kramer opens the door really quickly and comes in.
That's all of them.
Okay, well, then I just thought it was that one that I saw. I saw that one.
Please move on.
So, I'm going to say this. Thaís looks fucking gorgeous.
Okay. I thought this dress was super simple, and then I saw how it fit her, and it moved well.
And the back of it
And-
actually had... It was exquisite.
Yeah.
With her hair.
Oh, yeah.
And her makeup. It was like...
Her makeup wasn't too much.
It was like Cara level perfection of a bride.
They definitely looked the best.
And I will say, Patrick, I thought looked really nice in the suit with
Agree.
the tie. I thought they looked like a
The tie
beautiful
was a little wide, but I can forgive it.
Yeah.
I
Why
also
don't we focus on Patrick and Thaís? I think you're about to talk about that.
I also loved the fact that their pawnbroker married them, or possibly their bookmaker,
or their bookie,
or something.
I don't. Someone who just he was. I don't know who decides to wear a zip up hoodie, and then while I'm marrying you, I'm going to put my hands in my pants like I'm holding on to a gun.
I expected him to start smoking a stogie at any point,
or a vape pen.
Yeah,
there was also several audience members that
with
were dressed
tracksuits,
with tracksuits as well.
That's the douche patrol.
If this is a style choice, it's the wrong choice.
It's the wrong choice for this wedding that seemed to be formal.
Yes.
Except for, this is the thing. If it's not, if you don't tell your guests how to dress, they're not gonna know.
No.
But this whole idea of those tracksuits, it's very Uncut Gems-ish.
Yes.
Stop doing it.
Stop. It's like when we used to have my Cubicle Warrior party, the attorney would say, I would say, what do I put for attire? And he's like, just put, what did he put? Just put,
nice casual?
Wasn't nice casual. It was
cocktail?
It was casual chic.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Cocktail. Everyone knows what cocktail is.
But
it's a little dressy.
But cocktail would be too dressy because a woman would wear a cocktail dress.
That's true.
And they don't want that for a firm office party.
I don't know what
instead they
casual
want it
chic
to be
is.
Casual chic.
What does that mean?
I don't know. And people would ask me, and they would say, "What does that mean?" And I would say, "Well, my boss told me to put that." So, and he's a straight man, clearly, although he's kind of gay. You know who he is. And so
you said just dress like Peter.
I just showed them pictures of last year. And I was literally...
I am so glad you're not in this job anymore.
At one point, I literally did. I put a picture up on my desk, and people were like, "How do I dress for the party?" And I just go, and just point. It's like, "That's what we wore last year. Do that."
I would have quit your job. I would have quit in the first year. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well,
I don't know how you did it.
Well,
so, what do you think? Let's say it was anything else. Bubbles. Sister's eye is healing. Well, I thought.
yes, sister's eyes healing.
They're doing the dance. John starts to say, "Well, it happened. Things aren't going to get easier, but and he does say she loves him and he loves her." And he said, "I love my brother more than anything." Because he's had a lot of Amstels at this point.
Yeah, he's full on drunk.
Yeah.
He's pretty drunk. And John says, "It's been the best thing in my life to connect with my brother." John, that's it.
I have a soft spot for a drunk that cries. I just do.
I mean, that's why I'm friends with you.
I don't cry. I'll get at the end of the night. I'm just gonna get quiet.
Yeah.
And then slowly start to fall asleep.
Speaking of falling asleep, it's time. It's time for Poodle's Broadway Corner.
Gotta find my corner of the Broadway. And nothing's gonna bring me down.
Hope your landlord doesn't knock on the door and tell us to be quiet again.
I put the towel on the door. Okay, I have two things to talk about. This is more about Poodle. This is more Broadway adjacent.
All right.
But it's definitely Broadway.
Look at the timer.
Okay. I'll do 5-10 minutes.
You can do 10 minutes.
Number one, this was a national news story, but it's definitely theater-based. I mentioned it a little bit, but I said we need to do a Broadway corner about it, and it was in the Sissy Squad as well.
It was.
The Bridgerton, the Netflix, I believe, has filed a lawsuit against two songwriters, Barlow and Bear, Abigail Barlow and Emily Bear, who were in their early 20s, which still gives them no excuse for what they did, and against saying intellectual property theft, because they wrote a series of Bridgerton songs based on Bridgerton and for TikTok. Now, what... And a lot of people were saying, oh, these big corporate overlords like Netflix just trying to get money out of them. It's parody. Here's the thing. Parody in a copyright case is very, very dicey and hard to prove. I can tell you, if you listen to any of these songs, it is not parody. They lifted actual dialogue.
Wow.
They lifted actual dialogue from the series, and some people said, well, what if it's based on the books? It is not, and also Netflix owns that as well.
They do.
So this is a clear case of copyright infringement.
Yes.
Now, before you say...
parody would be...
But parody would be all comedy.
Or even taking, if they lifted writing, but then changing words in it to make a rhyme. I mean, to make it funny and make fun of it.
Yes. And Netflix even commented and reposted some of their things on TikTok, saying, this is unbelievable. Because Netflix is what any promotion for the show is great, right? Now, what happened was they won a Grammy for it because it was during COVID.
You can win a Grammy for TikToks?
I think they did record it later on, which Netflix said, we don't want you to commercially make this viable. They basically ignored them. This is the duo, Barlow and Bear.
So they ignored the Death Star of Hollywood.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
and they continued, and Netflix continued to send them saying, hey, stop doing this. Stop doing this. This is our stuff. Then they got a fully, I believe it wasn't full sold out, but a Kennedy Center show to do these songs, and Netflix says, okay.
So it's not a musical, it's just songs.
It is songs.
Okay.
But Netflix said, yeah, you're profiting off of our IP now. You are actively profiting. TikTok, okay, we get it. You were getting followers, fine. This is a cease and desist. Stop it. And even before that, Netflix had said, how about we make a licensing deal? They refused a licensing deal with Netflix.
And they refused. Because Netflix would have given them pretty decent money.
Well, even if not, even if it was like 10%, yes. When did you expect? What did you expect them to do?
You took the lyrics from the actual writers.
You took someone's idea.
It's not even Netflix. It's
Julia Quinn's idea.
It's Shonda Rhimes.
Yes.
It's fucking motherfucking Shonda Rhimes.
And y'all, guess what? Shonda Rhimes and Julia Quinn agree with Netflix.
Yes.
So this is to the point now when everyone's trying to defend these writers and the hubris on these people.
Because really, the writers in that room, yes, they wrote this show for Netflix, but still, they're a creative person who took the time to write from a book. It's their words.
This is still the solemnity of artwork, and not to steal anyone else's artwork and make it yours. Mm-hmm. So what if Netflix is a corporate overlord? It's still that work was done by those writers.
Yeah,
the show was made by creative people. You are benefiting, and the arrogance that it takes to think no one's going to call you. I question the fact that these two women's legal team. Or their agent, who I heard had a law degree, they advised them the absolute worst way and said, "Oh, just put you're the unauthorized musical." And that was all they did.
Do that though,
Yeah.
and then say you're an unauthorized, but then it's like we sing the Love Boat theme for 90 Day Fiancé, but that is a parody.
Yeah.
Because we changed the lyrics.
Yes.
We're changing the intent of the song.
Yes.
Their intent is the same.
Their songs were like, one was called like the song, the Daphne's song. It was very much in
like
the
from
apex
the
of the
perspective of Daphne, not making fun of her.
No.
Yeah, that's not smart.
No, they were fucked. And there's been radio silence from that duo. So I assume it'll all come crumbling down because I'm sure the suit will go forward or they will surrender. This all could have been sorted out. And this tells you that, theft is theft.
No, I agree.
And whether your corporation is huge, someone's ideas are someone's ideas.
Okay.
And so that's number one. This has come up in the last couple of days.
I think speaking of taking someone's ideas,
this is even a little more copyright. In the most heinous way possible, a church in McAllen, Texas.
That's on the border, like in South the Valley, like so Texas, Oklahoma, or Texas, Mexico border.
Doing their own production of Hamilton. I'm not sure if they're selling tickets or not. So everyone knows, if you know anything about theater right now, you can't just do a show.
No,
and
you
sell
can't,
tickets to it.
You can't do Oklahoma and just no.
Because you have to get the rights to said show.
Yes, they send you the books and all
Hamilton is not available for licensing yet because why would it? It'd still be running on Broadway, and that is competition. So why would you go to your local church and say, I already seen Hamilton, I don't need to go no Broadway?
That's true.
Now, this church also put religious messages in it and changed Lin-Manuel Miranda's words.
They changed his words.
And at the end, there was a sermon saying, are you struggling with gambling, homosexuality, or any other sin? Because Jesus can help you.
Wow.
That's not what Hamilton's about.
Did they? Well, I guess they didn't charge tickets. I guess they just
I don't know if they did or not. But that doesn't matter in the scope of it. What matters is use of another intellectual property.
So they
and
still have a legal standing?
I don't know, especially because the church, I could see fucking Texas siding with them or something
like
that.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's like religious freedom or some shit.
Has Lin-Manuel commented?
I don't know if he's commented or not. I haven't found anything.
Wow.
Yeah, it was... They were live streaming it too, because of course they were.
I hope people didn't pay for the live stream.
And... yeah, the pastor said, maybe you struggle with alcohol or drugs or homosexuality. You struggle the other things. God can forgive you at the end of this. And they definitely did not receive questions. And there are exemptions for ministries and church-based organizations. I'm quite certain you're basically allowed to read anything you want since it's no... it's copyright. You're free from copyright. However, this is fundamentally changing a musical work.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't imagine that this is going to... they probably use tracks as well, which because I can't imagine they have live musicians there. So if they didn't, the tracks would have been illegal because that would have been recorded productions of that song, of those songs. So there's so many things that are wrong. I hope Disney sues the pants off of them. Just for changing the text.
I don't know what standing... Come at us, attorneys. Come at us, copyright sissies.
Our attorney is a copyright attorney, and I need to ask her.
She helped us out over an issue we had with not anybody special.
Just a small issue with...
It's fine now. We love everybody. Love them.
But the bad publicity that is called the Door Church in McAllen, the bad publicity that this church is going to get will be almost worse than what could be done to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Y'all don't steal people's ideas.
And that's Poodle's Broadway Corner.
Broadway, here I come.
All right, let's talk about Bilal and Shaeeda.
And to reiterate, one of the reasons this was a cringe couple, and I think it was intentionally cringe because we knew Bilal was going to be awful.
Yeah.
But when I was talking about on the previous show, we need to know authenticity, number one, that it is people are being unaware, but also we need to feel like everyone is safe. And we were worried about Shaeeda. We were worried. And that's why it was cringe, but we were actively worried about her safety.
Yeah.
And worried about her life with him. So, it's the wedding day.
Still kind of are, but sure.
No, I am.
Again, there was no punk to be had. Come on, if you're going to carry a theme, whatever.
I agree. So, what do you think?
I want to say we spoke out a little not known. Apparently, like in this religious, I call Bilal cheap for wanting to get married in his own home. Apparently, culturally religious. This is
very common in Trini culture.
Very common in Trini culture to get married into your home.
Yeah, and you have I still think he's an asshole.
Oh yeah, I will say, Sister made it look nice.
I agree. It was
pretty with the window.
It was too white as everything else.
It was too white.
So I just want to say this was an interesting thing a Muslim sissy sent us, and I won't name her, but she basically says prenups are definitely a thing in Islam, but it's already in the nikah that you had, and they've already had that. But she says in Islam, whatever money a woman makes in her marriage is her money. And that is she doesn't have to share it with her husband. It's a choice. So Bilal pushing this means he wants to get her money.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's she's basically saying that's in the Quran that the marriage is her money. So interesting. And they're trying to she said they're trying to bypass what the Quran says with a prenup. And it's not about the money Bilal has. It's about what Shaeeda brings to the table. She says, these people are vultures.
Yes.
So, which that's not just by the way both the ex and the mom have acted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Horrible.
So, yeah. She also says that Muhammad is a terrible depiction of a Muslim man, especially from Alexandria, and he's an idiot. And the mom, she thinks the mom was part of the fraud.
Yeah, that's what we thought too.
Yeah, but she's like, it was very obvious.
Yeah, that's what we thought too.
And it was he left there to commit fraud.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They're gonna get divorced, y'all.
Yep,
Just
in a
wait.
second.
In a second.
So anyway, but that was some insight from a Muslim sissy.
I want to talk about an important thing to me, y'all. Wedding makeup. Let's talk about it. Her makeup looked good. When she first did her makeup, it was a very nude lip, and I didn't care for it. It was a very nude,
retouched
matte
after
lip.
that.
They retouched it with a different color that had a block. When she actually got married, it had a little bit. Y'all must say this, and I know it's in style right now. You're going to be like, it's all in style on TikTok. Don't wear a super matte lipstick on your wedding day. Because matte lipsticks make your lips look dry.
Right.
They can make you look... You want your lips to look moist.
Her lips
supple,
look dead.
And they're... Because you want them to look kissable. Because
yes.
you kiss your spouse. You kiss your husband. You kiss the bride.
How'd you think the dress looked on?
I think it actually could have fit her better.
I thought that too.
I loved... I don't know that.
I loved the
headpiece.
The
headpiece.
Yeah.
Loved it.
She looked like a queen.
And her makeup, like the eyeliner and everything... It was a little much for a home wedding.
I agree. It could have looked...
But it was still pretty makeup.
It could have looked... I think that's why... But that's Shaeeda. I think Shaeeda's a little much for a home wedding.
It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just felt like it was like, I guess because she wanted to surprise her, maybe there wasn't a lot of fittings.
Yeah.
It's like she just took measurements and made it for her. And we never really got to see the bottom of the dress the way it looked.
And there's also a moment where you were talking about earlier that she's talking to her sisters, and she's like, I'm not. I just don't know what's going to happen. The sister's like, it's not too late to go home. Again, they're going to get married,
Like,
y'all.
She already took out everything in the bathroom, y'all. It's like she's unpacked her shampoo. Everything's unpacked.
I just don't understand. It's fruitless to do this.
Yeah.
It feels fake, and it feels unnecessary to raise the stakes, even though we don't believe it.
Like, make it 15 episodes instead of 17, but I know
Yeah.
you're not because of advertisers. And just have everybody get married in the final episode, and we have a wedding episode.
Done.
And we see people get married. Maybe there's a little bit of drama. Maybe there's one couple you don't know if they're going to get married or not.
Yeah. If you work for Matt Sharp's office and you listen to us, feel free to pass some of this along.
Feel free.
Yeah, we're
We're not experts, but you know what? We kind of are at this point.
And we love the show. The concept of the show is extremely compelling, but it has to be authentic, or
It has
it's
to
not.
be authentic, and it just feels like I just don't. We know this is all about making money. But you don't feel good when you think someone's using my time just so they can make money from a commercial ad.
Yeah.
That just
Agreed.
makes you feel kind of just dirty.
Speaking of, do you enjoy our ads? We heard that earlier.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy our. But I mean,
We work hard on our ads.
but we also try to put it. We do. It doesn't seem like it, but we try to put a lot into our show.
We do.
Doesn't seem like it with a 20-minute pizza rant, but we try to put a lot into our show.
It was 5 minutes at the most.
Yeah.
And it needed to be said.
Yeah.
So, what did you think about Bilal's double-breasted suit? I'm not a fan of those.
I thought he looked nice though.
Yeah, but he did look nice.
I think it's well, a lot of men can't wear them. It's hard. If you got any type of gut, you look bad in it, and he doesn't. I thought he looked nice. I thought he looked fine. I kind of felt the way about the wedding the way the son did.
Yeah.
He fell asleep.
I liked it that the daughter kind of recited the prayers that I'm going to say this.
It was
Surah
beautiful.
Al-Nuba in Nuba. Yeah. And now this is an interesting another way, and if this is part of the Muslim Islamic ceremony, they give the bride 3 chances to walk away.
I know. I thought they were going to pull a 90-day fiance, but I liked that, Sarah. I mean, it was funny. It's a cool. I love that.
But I'm saying, boy, you have it out 3 times.
You have it out 3.
It appealed to me because I've always wanted to be a runaway bride.
You have. As long as they sign that paper.
Ooh, yeah.
She already knows what eggs she likes. And that's green eggs.
Uh-huh.
With her ham.
It's my type of green eggs.
It is. It's
Yes.
true.
Yes.
It's true.
So they're signing it. Basically, it's the vows are whatever.
They signed again, too, problem in storytelling. What has been the 2 big plot points of their entire season?
Pranks.
But no plot point. An actual plot point.
Prenup.
Prenup and kids.
Yes.
Why didn't we see them both sit down and sign the prenup? Instead,
that is true.
We just see her. She's praying, and
We are
he
told.
put the stuff I want in there, and so we decided to sign the prenup. And I'm like, that's what you should have put this episode about.
Yep.
I would produce this episode with. We're going to produce this as a build up to the prenup. We're going to read it. We're going to see if Shaeeda is it.
No, you're
and
exactly
then
right.
We sign the prenup in the first half of this episode. It's dramatic. They sign it. We're done. And then the next day's the wedding day, and we get married.
You know why I think we didn't do that? I have a feeling that he did not change the prenup, and I think she just signed it anyway because she wants to get married.
I worry about that too.
That's the first thing I thought of why
that's a good point.
scooched over it. Because unfortunately, you guys, Shaeeda wants kids more than anything.
Oh, yes.
And she's chosen Bilal as the most Instagrammable father for those children.
Yep.
And so anyway, the kids say, my dad's happier now. I don't think you would even know. Anyway, and he's like, I do have a gift for her. And I'm like,
this is a prank.
Here we go.
This is it. Finally.
Unfortunately, it wasn't. It wasn't, as I said in the other show, a wasp nest or It wasn't an angry badger that he had just shaken up and it didn't attack her face.
No.
It wasn't even like...
He didn't even like clap her hand when she put her hand to just a bracelet like Richard Gere in Pretty Woman.
It wasn't a pile of snakes that popped out.
Yeah,
not even like sarin gas.
No.
Or anything else. It was kind of disappointing.
It was very disappointing.
You're right. Another failure of storytelling.
If you're gonna do the pranks, which is horrible, comedy in threes, y'all.
So and everyone would go, "Oh, Bilal."
Oh, Bilal.
Maybe the third prank was the sister's dress. But that wasn't Bilal.
Maybe afterwards he said, "Hey, surprise, that wasn't a real minister or whatever they're called. We're not really married."
That's what I said. That's what I wanted it to be. This was all a ruse.
Like, hey, just kidding. I'm not Bilal. And he takes off his skin. And it's someone else.
I'm Jamie Lee Curtis.
I'm Jamie Lee Curtis.
And you just buried me.
You just buried me.
Now that's television.
Speaking of married, I don't watch this show, but all these sissies are fucking freaking out about this new housewife wedding. The New Jersey one or Potomac.
Teresa wedding.
Teresa wedding.
Yeah.
They want to know...
she's got like 11 bumpets in her hair.
They want to know what are Maddie Poodle's thoughts on this because she wears a nude lip. She has a...
Y'all she's always looked awful.
It's
her brand.
This is gorgeously on brand.
Yes.
So, like, you can't even make fun of it because that's the type of outfit I expect from her when she gets married.
If it was demure, it would not be Teresa.
If you're not following Watch What Crappens Instagram, they're having a fucking field day with this. And it's Ronnie and Ben.
I'm sure.
Hilarious. They do a face thing where it's like Ben put his face on Teresa and Ronnie's on the husband, but it's really good Photoshop and it looks so fucking weird.
My caption was, "Oh, good, my big fat gypsy wedding is back again."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
So
we're done, but not yet, y'all.
They give her the gift that's something sentimental. My father gave it to my mother. It's a Latin. I think it was a bracelet, right?
Looked like it, yeah.
It says, "I'll never give up on you, and you please never give up on me, or you'll never give up on me." More of a command, really.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, blah blah," and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so sweet." And
then they're kind of having. He said, and she says, "Well, next, hopefully we can have kids, sooner than later." And he's like, "Yeah, we'll see." And he said, Then Bilal says, "Well, if this didn't work out, the thing is, I'm not a quitter.
So
if it
wouldn't
didn't
have
work,
been me who gave up.
It's her fault. If this didn't work out, it would have been
speechless.
Her fault."
I was speechless.
Someone's screaming about it outside.
Oh.
And she just says, "See, there you go again, blaming." And I went, "Welcome to life with Bilal." The monster.
I was, and the thing is,
what a gaslighting fuck.
I can kind of see them thinking that it's funny between the two in context, but when we see it in an edit sense, we're like, "Holy fuck!" He always goes one level past that is like, it's like straddling cruelty. It's like right there.
I'm really
just being cruel.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm praying that we are wrong because you were dead certain. I wasn't, but I thought I was like 90% there that Jabri's parents.
I really thought that
you were like 100%. So we were both wrong. But I'm praying because we both feel like it's going to be Bilal and Shaeeda on Happily Ever After. Whew. But I'm praying we're wrong, and I'm just praying it's Emily and Kobe. This point.
I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm hoping it's Guillermo and Cara more than anybody else.
I think they're going to be just too normal.
Maybe.
And so I would love that, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Emily and Kobe. Oh.
I would rather see that though than Bilal punish
I just
Shaeeda.
don't want to see her anymore on my screen.
If Kobe's wearing his underwear, I'd see more than that. It's more than that. Ooh.
Maybe it's even Muhammad. That would be the best of all possible worlds.
Y'all, that's the...
I'm on Happily Ever After.
That's the show, everybody. We're going to do this tell-all the next 2 weeks. We're assuming a 2-week tell-all. I hope that our predictions are right. Did it just get brighter in here?
I don't think so.
I hope it's a good tell-all.
Just
Y'all,
another reason you need a brain scan.
Thank you for joining us today. If you're watching on the Intimate Portrait, thank you for sitting right here on this couch that's on our $15 Patreon tier. If you want to listen to this show commercial-free, you can join our Patreon or our Supercast at the $8 tier where you get all of our content commercial-free.
Yay!
Or you can do the $5 tier where we talk about classless old seasons of classic 90 Day Fiancé. We're about to start Happily Ever After Season 3.
Yes.
I did that quickly.
You did do that quickly.
Damn it out.
Well done.
All right, everybody. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all lonely hearts looking for love in all of our own living rooms?
Yes. And if you go into your bedroom after you've been married,
oh my God,
and you just, I guess you're gonna consummate the marriage.
I guess they're just gonna
while
fuck.
Everyone has light hors d'oeuvres.
I forgot about that.
Call us. That was fun.
That was fucked up.